Well, sorry for the dog. That's a new addition. But we are back again going...
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
She's just in the background.
We do have a guest today. And
It is not the dog.
it is not the dog.
It's
I
our
don't
doggy.
sound like it.
We could go inmate style and say, can I help you, doggy?
What up, doggy?
What up, dog?
But this is our guest. I will let her introduce herself. You can come up with either your actual name or your own recording name.
Nickname? Little Fresh Johnson.
Oh, God.
That's my street name.
Oh, we will leave the street name out of this. Y'all can just know me as E.
There you go. We got E. Bojangles, the narrator.
Yeah, I'm Bojangles.
Nice, Bojangles. Maybe I should go by the Django.
The Django. We'll call you on chain. Oh, you want to go? You want to go to Django because you're off the hook? You off the chain?
Yeah, I'm on that
Yeah.
dag.
He's like, yeah.
Yes, queen, yes.
Just got the. I see we got the fucking. We got the SoundCloud sound effects here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting off track.
All right.
What?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Little John.
So if you're Little John, does that make us the East Side Boys?
Maybe.
Hey, I fuck with that.
Oh, God.
Fuck it. Let's restart this.
Nope, too late for that
late.
shit. There is no restarting. We're already... I won't say how long in, because technically we could restart it, but we're not fucking
Yeah,
going
let's
to,
not do
because
that.
that is some good shit right there.
There you go. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, we were going to explain some of the stories that you guys have heard, but she has not heard.
So the first one, I'll throw in like one or two that we've already heard, and then I'll come in with the new shit that's been happening.
Yeah, because I'm curious to hear what you were talking about out there.
Yeah. Oh, the closet stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is the listeners, if they've been listening to it for a minute, they probably would have already heard. I have this little LED light for my bathroom I put on my toilet. It's fucking stupid, but this is the point where I was making like decent money and I had more than I could spend. So I bought this little LED light. It's a motion sensor one. So you go in, you clip it to your toilet, and you walk in, it lights up. So I had that, and I was laying down on my bed right here. And as you can see, my bathroom's maybe like 2 feet away, 2-3 feet away. And
Give or take.
yeah, it's a little bit more than that, I'd say. I don't have a fucking ruler. I'm not going to measure it, but... No, yeah, but as you can see the bathroom right there, and I always have the door open. And I was laying down right here, and I don't remember what I was watching on TV.
Poltergeist.
No. I think it was actually Insidious I was watching.
Even better.
Sure. And I turn over, and my fucking light turns on. And the way it's set up, it only does, like, one color, and then it slightly switches, and then it slightly switches again. But this was kind of like running through it faster than usual. And I was like, all right. So that happened a couple of times where I'm just fucking like chilling on my bed here. But for the light to turn on, you have to be right in front of the light for the little sensor thing, or else it doesn't pick anything up. And I was just laying down here. I wasn't moving or anything. I was just chilling, watching TV. And that's happened. But I mean, I still have the light, but it's not on the toilet anymore. I was like, nah, because that kept happening.
He put it in his shower.
You should probably throw it the fuck away.
That would have been my inclination, but...
Fuck that. It's $3 now.
Oh, God. It's $3 on Wish, but the shipping was $40.
I'm not shifty or anything, but $3 is $3.
Just like a wet mouth is a wet mouth.
Oh yeah, I'm a pretty liberal dude. A wet mouth's a wet mouth to me.
And you wonder why this poltergeist touches you at night.
Yeah. He knows I like it rough. All right, you want me to get into the next one? All right, you want me to jump into the
Don't
more
creep
recent
me out
stuff?
too much, y'all, before I get to my story.
All right, let me jump to the next one, then we can jump to some of your stories. The listeners have had they heard all my shit already.
Well, then do the new closet one.
Okay, so my closet is, as you can tell, is like right next to my bathroom. So with open door, I can see into my closet all the way through. I was sleeping, and I want to say maybe 2:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. I see something moving in my closet, and I'm like tilting over, and I can like see something like bundled up on the ground, and it's kind of just shifting. And that's happened a couple nights now, and whenever that happens, I get like no sleep whatsoever at night. Like
Shit,
Wait, is that why you were up at 3 something? What was it, yesterday morning?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when Lily was here last night. I was just chilling here, and I was up like 3 something, but that's the same thing. But I've had the door closed though, but I can still kind of hear something like moving in there. I was like, all right, cool. But it's happened maybe like 2-3 times already. And every time the morning after I wake up after some shit like that, I see like I have bruises on my arms and shit. I mean, I showed you them. First night I had a big one onto my left arm, and then I've had the last 2 times I've had them on my right arm. But
so wait, it happens with that? Because I didn't know that was happening too.
Yeah. They just pop up like the day after I see something in the closet or something's going on in there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, the other 2 bruises, I have them on my right arm, but you can't really see them because they're, like, under the tattoos and shit. But, yeah, no, that's happened the last couple times, so.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, no, because, like I said, I haven't seen the tall man in here in a minute, and the only fucking thing I've seen is the little
Hunchback
girl.
of Notre Dame?
Yes. Thaddeus Maximus?
Yes.
No, but the last thing I remember seeing is the fucking little kid in your room that was on the bed. I don't think we've done that, sir. You want to run into that one real quick?
Yeah, let's do that one, and then we'll move on to Mrs. E.
Mrs. E. Mystery? Okay,
That's Daddy E.
All right, you heard it here, folks. we have the narrator. Actually, I'm changing your fucking nickname to the Bangerang.
The Bangerang.
And Daddy E.
Daddy.
You heard it here first.
Nah, I want to be Squeaks.
Sounds like a fucked up talk show.
Nah, we're coming after you, Whoopi Goldberg. We're taking the view.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Don't fuck me up. I'm kidding.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, Whoopi.
Cushion or Goldberg?
I look like
Both.
her a little bit, so we can take over.
Hey, man, I got Sharon Osbourne here. I can't give you shit.
This is the new age Whoopi.
I'll let narrator go into the story.
Oh, God, not again. So, my kids and the lady and myself are all in the living room watching, I think it was a movie, and all of a sudden Bangerang comes out of the room. Yes.
I want to be no. I want to be Bangers and Mash then.
All right, Bangers and Mash comes out of the room, and he made that sound, and he looks at me and he asks, "Oh, who's in trouble? Laying on the bed." And I had to think for a second. I'm like, "Wait, who is in trouble?" Because there's typically, always at least one kid in trouble at some point throughout the day. So I look and I see all of the kids in the living room, and I'm like, dude, there's no one there. And he's like, oh, well, I just saw a little girl in your bed. I'm like, oh, fucking child ghosts. The only kind of ghost that I do not fuck with
I don't trust
is a
him.
child ghost.
I'm telling you, man. Fucking when we started doing
The
this series,
dark-eyed children.
Yeah, when we started doing this series, remember how I was leaning really heavily into everything being a demon? I'm going back to that.
Well, that
Little kid ghosts are always demons, is what I'm saying.
Well, and then he'd pull this, the closet stories, like more shit happening in the closet, and I'd be sitting in front of it with my back to it in the dark like this with the door open, and he'd be telling me about these closet stories, and then my back gets all cold. I'm like, oh.
Or the mirror when we were recording and started shaking.
Yeah, I think that was the only time something actually happened, like during recording.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
That's why there's no mirror.
Yeah, we took it down just for the recording today.
Oh shit, you got plenty of reflections up in here.
No, but it's like the long mirror I had sitting right there that CJ put in the closet.
Yeah.
We were recording, that shit started shaking. And I was like, CJ, you see this?
Okay. Anybody else a little cold right now?
I mean, the
I
vents.
mean,
right
yeah,
there.
I do have AC on here.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, you know.
We should be like, no, it's hot in here. What are you talking about?
I mean, honestly, my fat ass is hot, but that's always the case.
We'll be back after a quick break.
Are you a huge cunt?
Us too. Wait, can we even say cunt?
Of course! It's empowering these days. Cunt, 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 cunt. I'm Ange Ballastone, aka the drag queen, That Girl Gina.
And I'm Mike Fales, just a normal gay guy, I guess?
And we're the hosts of The Big Cunty Couch.
A gorgeous new talk show podcast where we invite queers and peers to sit, bitch, and be fierce on a huge-ass couch.
While we gab about all things gay.
So come get cozy
And cunty.
with us. We're panned for platforms, so find us anywhere online and get listening, sweetie.
Or watching.
Or both.
Otherwise, why the hell am I in full drag?
And we'll see you on the big... Oh, wait, I thought we were going to say that together.
No, on The Big Cunty Couch. Mwah.
Yeah, I took down a lot of pizza. That I got cold sweats.
No, that's the pep sweats, bro.
The Pepsi. It's the Betas.
Oh no, it's got the betas.
It's got the Betas.
I'm gonna start walking around to work during the summer when all the people in the arena are sweating. Oh no, he's got the
It's
betas.
got the Betas.
Straight betasing that shit.
Yeah, fucking those summers are they're no joke.
No, they're not.
That they're not.
And with the amount of airflow we don't have, yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I like how they gave everybody the little fucking wrapper and bandanas for your neck and shit. Everybody,
that do absolutely
yeah,
fucking nothing.
everybody's walking around looking like fucking YG and shit.
Everybody was stealing
Fucking
everybody's shit.
Budget
Yeah.
Freddy from Scooby Doo.
Which one?
Bitch go loco
Freddy with the neckerchief.
for fucking the Scooby
That's what
Doo.
everybody looked like was a budget
No.
Freddy.
It was an ascot.
Yeah,
They were just asses. No Scots.
I'll tell you one
We ain't got no
thing.
Scots.
If they stay there in the summertime, we're going to get another issue with them washing up in the sink.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Can we just carry some Febreze?
No. That's not a good
Nomine
mixture.
Patri Filii Spiritus Sancti.
Spiritus Sanctis.
May you be blessed by this rain fresh Febreze.
It's going to make it worse, man. I can just imagine
Nice.
it.
Febreze and onions.
And so we get fucking 4 cans of that hospital spray, fucking puncture them and throw them into the arena.
Febronions.
Yo, you know they was fucking cleaning the food with that?
What? They're
In
cleaning what?
returns.
They're cleaning the food with the fucking hospital spray?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. That ain't too bad. I had a
That's
one
a
of the
third
workers.
moment.
He was wiping his hands with those fucking the 90% fucking the disinfectant wipes.
Yeah.
He was like cleaning his hands and shit and his neck. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You dumb son of a bitch. How dare you
You pigly son of a bitch.
call me?
Call me.
Yeah, no, so that's... Oh, just in case, too, you probably didn't hear. We actually recorded an episode of this in the warehouse.
The warehouse
and-
tapes.
Yeah.
Inside
Literally the
ACI
episode.
office?
Yeah. And we're doing the recording,
Oh, I remember that day.
and I'm pretty sure you hear it's either like a hello or a help.
It's
but
help.
no one's talking outside of the office.
Yeah, no, it's helped like right when I was done talking.
So you remember that day I asked y'all if y'all walked past my office and it was... I don't believe that was Frank.
It probably wasn't.
Because it's crazy, though, because after that day... And he don't call me by my first name.
Yeah.
So I heard and I turned around, I'm like, yeah. There's nobody there. Since that day, I feel somebody hovering over my left shoulder.
Yo, on Friday with a cabinet in the AC office.
Oh, yeah. So you know how they have under the microwave, they have the 2-drawer cabinet?
Yeah.
So we get our radios and we're going to walk out. And all of a sudden, like right when he's at the door and I just passed the fucking, that like cabinet on by the fridge, the fucking drawer just pops out on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't ever invite me in that room.
That's where we record.
I'm
That's
dealing
our
with
home
my
away
own
from home.
demons, man. I got some shit happening in my office. I'm not gonna go to y'all.
Dude, literally everywhere in that fucking warehouse, man.
Well,
The arena, ACI office,
look at our boss's office
Yeah, our
with that
boss's
banging on the
office, too.
cabinet.
the
I
bathrooms,
saw that
the bathrooms too, where
when
it sounds
they
like somebody's
first-
in there.
when they first opened up Federal. I'll never forget. I was coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, not when they first opened up. You know, the inmates would leave way before us, so we still got to kill time to clock out. And the lights, motion sensor. We already knew they was flickering on and off.
Yeah.
So you know, the first entrance gateway is right there by your desk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking down by the second one, but I was gonna cut through the breezeway to get to the office.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, it just sounded like somebody playing jump rope. Ew, I fucking ran so fast back the other way, and I couldn't do it. I don't like your side.
No, that was just me. I was
No,
trying to drop weight for my fight in May against Rocky Balboa. I was just trying to make weight.
The funny thing is, you talk about that. I had an experience in that back breezeway as well. I was on a forklift heading from my side to the regular KCN side. And, you know, we have the mirrors up. I look at those to see if people are coming down the aisles to know if I can go or not. And I see a tall, dark figure standing. So I'm looking at the right mirror, so it'd be on the left, so it's at the end of the 20s or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I stop. I'm waiting. Nothing happens. I look up. It's still there. So I'm like, oh, give me the right of way. I drive up and I look. Nothing there. Nothing in any of the aisles either direction for like 3 aisles.
Yeah, no.
See, I think the tall man's following you, motherfucker, now that I'm thinking about it.
Fuck you. That's the first time I've ever seen a tall figure.
Uh-huh. So what about you? When we were talking about the tall man, you just seemed like you were just trying to ignore it.
Well,
What you got popping with the tall man?
this was back in 2010.
Back in Nam.
Yeah, back in Nam, you know.
Just Fortune Son starts playing the background.
But my uncle had passed away probably like 2 weeks before my birthday. So it was in March.
Yeah.
And I never seen like shadows and, you know, figures. And the way my room was, when you open the front door, that first door directly in front, like you could reach out and touch my bedroom door. I had 2 doors to my room. So it was the one right by the front door, and once you walk through, it was another one right by the bathroom. So the one by the front door, it was kind of like, it was fucked up. So it was like still open, cracked open a little bit until I put my bed against it. So all the lights is off. I got my TV on mute inside my room. I'm in the living room watching TV with my mom. So like from the angle I was sitting, I can see directly inside my room.
Yeah.
And at that time, the only male that was staying in the house with us was my oldest brother. Heavy set guy, real heavy set guy. So I see this shadow, and it's a bald head dude.
Yeah.
My brother's not bald head, my uncle was.
Jesus.
And I'm just looking, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And I happened to look down the hallway. My brother was in the kitchen. So I didn't say nothing to my mom because, you know, she would have been like, oh, shut the fuck up talking like that, you know. She get creeped out quick. So it probably took me about 3 days to sleep back in my room.
I don't blame you.
And I didn't know what the fuck that was.
I was gonna bring something up, but I'm not trying to scare E out of here.
Yeah, don't you? If it's
Oh,
something
God.
going on right now, I will leave.
Yeah, it's something that just happened like 2 seconds ago.
Then
Okay, can you
talk about it later.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm definitely gonna forget.
No,
Yeah,
you're not.
forget right now.
I will remind you. Don't worry. I'm always onto that shit. But I mean, that kind of reminds me of shit. You know, in my parents' house, they have a ton of antiques, some actual World War II weapons. And when, I don't know if you ever remembered, MTV had a TV show, and I think it was called Fear, where they would go stay the night in a haunted place wearing like GoPros and like mounted setups and just record them walking through it. Well, my cousin and I, after my dad got his cancer, we were the only ones there. Typically 90% of the time. Every once in a while my mom would come back to get a break from the hospital, but it wasn't very often. And we're sitting there, we're like, fuck it, I have my dad's old camcorder, we're gonna do an episode, and you know, we record it like we're doing that. And my cousin goes into like I don't know if you've ever actually been in the house, but when you go in the back door, you start off in the dining room and you go to the kitchen. It loops around to the living room. If you follow that around, it goes to my dad's office, then the antique room. So you can do a circle from the antique room to kitchen to living room to office and so forth. And from the antique room, that walkway is straight across from a bathroom. And I had him, so it was like, okay, you got to sit in this bathroom for 5 minutes with the lights off. And he did that, and he said he saw the figure of someone just standing in the antique room, but it almost looked like kind of Western clothes. Don't tell me the dog got out again. No, just whimpering.
That was not no dog.
Yeah, but the dog.
She probably got back.
No. Okay. Continue.
But so we're playing, and he says that, and then, I think it was like, I don't know, a couple months prior to that, I'm laying in my bed, and I hear my name whispered in my ear. Now, my door was, say, closer to that wall than this door. So I had a dresser there, and if I pulled open the drawer, you could open the door about an inch, and that's all it would open. So I used to have all my drawers open, blocking the door from opening when I slept. So no one was in my room, because I had just it's like when you just fall into that deep sleep, and that's when I heard my name whispered. And then I hear my dad hated cats. He now has cats after his cancer, but before that, we would literally be in a car. He'd see a cat in his yard. He'd gun it in the fucking car to try and hit the cat. Like, he hated cats. So I would hear, like, this cat, like, angry, like it wants attention, but it's also going to fight, like, meowing. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right outside my bedroom door. And as soon as I hit the button on the remote, you hit the button. Typically, it takes a second. Then you hear the click of the TV turns on. As soon as I pushed the button down and it got all the way pressed down, it stopped. Never happened again. Not only that, but my mom followed my dad around the loop they started in the kitchen, then it went to antique room, office, living room. She did that 3 times, calling his name. Well, then my dad walks in from the back door. She's in the kitchen. We don't know who she was following around or what. But she said it looked like my dad, and she thought it was my dad until he came in from outside.
Jesus.
Yeah, no.
And then the house before that, and listeners, I know you've heard these stories because they have been told periodically in between old episodes, like old episodes. But one night it was super stormy, and you guys good?
You don't hear that?
Satan behind me?
No, like y'all didn't hear that in the headphones?
No, what's up?
It was like...
Hold on, what's the time mark right now?
22:33, so we'd be looking at like 22.
Alright, I'll run it back afterwards. Let me write it down.
Yeah, mark down 22.
22.
But so it's the way that house was built is you go into the living room, or you go in the front door. Then there was a living room. There was a 3 set of stairs into the kitchen, and then you'd go left, and there was a big, like a long hallway, bathroom on the right, my bedroom at the end, and there was like a cutout to where you could jump through. Like, I guess you could have like a window there,
yeah,
and you'd be able to see from the kitchen down to the living room. But we had nothing there. It wasn't blocked off. And my room had enough room for my bed, space to walk around, and the back door at the foot of my bed. So not only did I used to see faces in the like fogged weird glass that it was, so you couldn't make out anything but the shape of a face. But one night I remember it was super stormy, and thunder and lightning, loud, like shook the house kind of thunder, woke me up. And I was freaked out, so I ran. Instead of going the extra 2 feet to the stairs, I jumped through that little thing into the living room, ran to my parents' room. They weren't there. I was freaking out. I was screaming for them. Nothing. No answer. And all of a sudden I look and I see this pointed tail just waving by the foot of the bed.
Fuck
And then
that.
it disappears. Goes onto the other side of the bed, waving. And I can't describe it, but like a typical, what you would think, demon or devil tail. The full
Little
tail and
triangle.
the little triangle point on the end.
Yeah.
Goes to the other side of the bed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Goes away, goes to the foot of the bed. And then it starts slowly getting bigger, like shit's about to like reveal itself.
Yeah. Goddamn dog.
Calm down.
Fucking your wife's probably here.
Probably.
Hopefully that's what it is.
Dogs don't bark for nothing.
But so that happens, and then I pull the covers over. I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna see this. I'm not gonna see this. And I'm calling out for my mom and dad again, and then I hear the door close. So I know I wasn't sleeping because I was calling for them the whole time. I put my head under, and they came in from outside bringing in the clothes off the clothesline.
Damn.
And that's not even my cousin's house and his stories of shit that we saw him blacking out, seeing red eyes in a bathroom, waking up in the bathtub, the growling that we
With
used
his
to hear.
pants off. Come here,
Maybe.
boy.
No,
Alrighty,
see.
you want to jump into some stories here?
Yeah. I believe I spoke to.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just switch the light on this real quick.
Holy shit, I'm blind now.
It's bright.
Yeah, no,
It's
I'm
very
sorry.
bright.
I was trying to check something.
Are
we good?
I don't know if you remember I was telling you about the dry erase board.
Yes.
Okay. Is at the old place I was at.
Yeah.
That thing has been on the refrigerator since we moved in there. Alright, it's almost a damn year. But on the side of the refrigerator where it's at, the countertop is right there. So the first night I heard it, I wasn't tripping. But I'm like, okay, maybe somebody dropped something. So when I got up that morning for work,
Yeah.
the dry erase board is all the way by the island piece. If it falls, it should just be on the counter.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, like, nobody ever took this off the refrigerator. Like, it's sticky. So I took it off, or I picked it up, I put it back up there, not thinking too much of it.
Yeah.
It was the same time every night. So I used to always wake up at 11:11 out of my sleep
What the fuck?
for no reason. No, I could have went to sleep at 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up at 11:11.
Fucking shit.
That is
So
kind of freaky.
yeah. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dry erase board? So I put it back up there. I hear the shit fall again. So I'm like, hold the fuck up. So I tell my little cousin, I'm like, hey man, so don't put this shit back up. Just leave it on the counter.
Yeah.
So all right, I get up. For that night, I didn't wake up at 11:11. I was probably drunk or some shit, but I slept all the way through until my alarm went off. And I know before I went to sleep, I set that dry erase board on the counter. When I woke up, it was on the fucking floor.
God damn it.
So it went from that to I had bought like these toys and shit for my son. It does not turn on unless you push it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there's nobody. You sync my son room. Nobody stays in there.
Yeah.
And his fucking toys just started going off, like 3 of them at one time. So I actually ended up giving one of the toys to one of the temps that work at the job with us.
Yeah.
And she never told me that it didn't work. I'm like, it's bullshit. I'm like, it works. Like, power button, everything. So she tells me probably like 2-3 weeks ago that out of nowhere, they've been trying to get this thing to turn on and it will not turn on. They was just sitting there and it just started fucking going off. But the tune that it plays
Yeah.
is moving real fast. Yeah, so she tried to give it back, but I'm like, fuck no. I was like, you don't want that shit, you better throw it away.
Motherfucker, that's your haunted toy now.
Especially when it's fucking playing faster than it should.
Well, yeah, because the first night that we actually moved into that place, I can't even say it was the first night we moved into the place. It was the first time we had people stay the night over, and it was actually right around New Year's, and it was my ex, her sister, and her friend. And the kids that spent the night, and they all slept on the couch because there was no furniture in the bedroom. And when I woke up, everybody is like up. They look tired as shit, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? It's like, oh, nobody slept last night. Like, what you mean nobody slept last night? It's like, is there somebody in your son's room? I'm like, he's sleeping in the room with us. They said the whole fucking night. I heard knocking and toys going, just like crazy. All his toys going off. So ever since then, we ended up putting like these angels next to every door entrance and some rosaries on the doorknob.
Is it? And this is in your new place?
No, this is the old place.
Oh, the old place. Okay.
Wasn't your daughter having the same problem, like the nightmares? So you guys give her a little dream catcher to sleep with?
Yeah, she would have nightmares, and like in our old apartment, she would sit there and say that she was seeing monsters in our bedroom. Yeah.
What's so crazy about that? So we had a dream catcher, and one day I'm asleep, and I used to always get woken up because she'll be screaming. So I had to wake her up, like, hey, like, get up. And when I did one day, I woke her up. And it was the first time, like, normally she'd be like breathing, like, trying to catch her breath back. And, like, oh, my God, you won't believe it. But this one particular time, when I fucking woke her up, she just stared at the corner. She stared at the corner, did not blink, nothing. So I look at the corner, I don't see shit. So I'm looking at her like, yo, what the fuck going on? And she was like, don't move. What's going on? And she said it was a black shadow that was just right there in the corner of the wall. And it was getting closer and closer to her. That dream that I woke her up from, she said that she was trying to save me, but I got killed. At that moment, I was like, well, shit, you're going to have to sleep in the living room because I ain't trying to wake up dead. Well, I haven't wake up dead.
Yeah.
How you going to wake up dead?
Right? But
I ain't trying to wake up and be standing over my body.
Right? There you go. That's how you elaborate that. That's what I mean by wake up dead.
Unless you a zombie.
It's a real down-to-earth moment.
Yeah, I mean, she's been having those dreams for years. Like, it's like fucked up nightmares. Like,
yeah.
And it's to the point where it's like screaming, like shit you see on TV. And I know that one thing I know that you was mentioning, I used to always wake up with bruises on me.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand. And, I go to the doctor, so it's not like I got anything going on with me medically wise. Yeah. So I still don't understand. Like, I'm like, shit, like, what happened last night? So for New Year's, okay, a few people had came over. And I wasn't next to nobody. I was pretty much secluded, like, just doing my own little thing.
Yeah.
I woke up with 3 scratches on me. But, like, they was all, I just got scabs now. Yeah. But all the lines was under each other evenly. And just like a scratch, like a cat could have scratched me. Yeah. We don't have animals.
Yeah, see, and they say the 3 scratches is demonic.
Ooh. Well, hey, look
like,
here.
No joke. We investigated a house one time up in the foothills, like $1.5 million home that a maid had got. She stood crying outside when they found her because she had felt like she was being forcefully tucked in on every side of her when she was laying down going to bed.
Jesus.
And my cousin and I sat in that bed and we're trying to do an EVP session. This is when I had the paranormal investigation business, and we are sitting there and the bed started violently shaking, and him and I hop off, and then he complains about his back being warm and he had scratches down his back.
But
you know, I got a whelp on my back right now. When I went to Chicago. All right, so I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, I even asked my sister. I'm like, you got some fucking bugs up in here you ain't telling me about, you know, like, what's going on? Like, it's like 3 days straight. I'm just scratching my fucking
3
back.
days? 3?
3 days, dude. Straight up. 3 days in a row. I'm just constantly trying to, like, fucking scratch my back. And I'm feeling something. I'm like, why the fuck would I have a whelp on my back? Like, ain't nobody hit me with nothing. And I sleep on my back and there's a flat surface. So I asked my cousin, I'm like, man, look at my back real quick. And he was like, it was a real thin, long line. It was a whelp.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, the whole time I'm sitting thinking, like, what could have did that? You know, I'm scratching my back, but not in a perfect line to go straight across.
Yeah.
So, like, that bruises, scratches, like, I don't know, it fucks my head up. And I when it happened, I let it go because I can't explain it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what to do, don't know where it's coming from, so you have nothing to chalk it up as.
Yeah, I normally go on that out of sight, out of mind. So even though I can see it, but if I don't think about it, like, whatever, I just hope I can sleep tonight or.
Well, shit, what was it, last night or the night before? We're sleeping, and at 12 something in the morning, my son, little Viking boy, he starts just screaming at the top of his lungs, like he is, like, I mean, it's pure and absolute fucking terror. Just no, and he's like, where he lays in the room, he can see the bathroom and the closet, and it's just like he was screaming, and he sat up and he's just looking over there, just screaming no.
What if it was one of those things, like, you know, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you see something corny, you stare at it for like a long time and it starts taking like a form or some shit? You know what I'm talking about, right?
No? I know what you're talking about.
What if it was something like that?
I mean, kids see things that we can't.
True.
You know.
But I mean,
and plus, he was dead asleep.
Also, yeah, but I mean, if you stare into the dark for a long time, your mind starts seeing shit that fucking
It
isn't
a mind
really there.
trick.
It also depends though too. Like, I mean, I'm so used to being in dark places that I typically, like, if I stare long enough, I don't really see anything move, but I'll start kind of getting, I don't know, a better picture of what's around me.
I don't know. I know going towards Mount Lemon, one of my buddies, he invited me, my ex, and our son over. They was having a pool party. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know. I'm like, dude, if I come out there, like, and we're going to be drinking, like, I'm not driving back. Like, oh, we got plenty of spare rooms. All right, cool. So everything is good. Like, my son's good. We all having a good time, getting a drink going. And we finally go to the back room where he was putting us. And we put my son down to sleep. And what we did was we didn't have no baby monitors. Well, actually, we did. I'm going to get into that story next.
Ooh.
So, yeah, this one I can say tripped me out. Well, so what we did was she would call my phone, and I put my phone on mute so that way we can hear him. All right, so he started crying, but, like, it wasn't like his regular cry. Like, he was fucking screaming. So go back there, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, he good? Like, he okay? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So I go back there, and I'm looking. The whole time, he's just screaming at the corner of the wall. And the moment we took him from the back room, he stopped fucking crying. He did not want to sleep back there. So I'm like,
Oh no.
yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, good thing it's only for one night, like, so we can go back home. But, like, so when we first brought my son back from the hospital, we set up the baby monitors, you know, gave a little test try. So my son was in the room in his bassinet sleep.
Right.
We were in the living room watching TV. we have the baby monitors set up. And out of nowhere, you hear a lady's voice come in through the baby monitor. Nobody lives there with us. It's just us. And my son damn sure ain't talking, especially not as a woman.
Yeah.
And
Little Spanish lady. Yeah, ¿Qué pasó? Or the little, have you ever seen that Mexican, the little song that the Mexican grandmas always sing to babies? It's like, they fucking like rock them. My mom used to do that shit to fucking all my nieces and nephews. Like, that'd be the scariest thing here is a fucking ghost.
Oh, shit.
Or when they're bouncing, they go, ding-giddy-dingy, ding-giddy-ding. Have you seen that?
I know that one, okay.
Yeah. Imagine that just real slow and fucking ding-giddy-ding.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
My son's grandmother does that a lot to him, but
The
I don't
question
know.
is, what did you hear? Like any words or anything, or just like a lady mumbling?
So at first I thought she was tripping. I'm like, chill out. She's like, no, go back there and go check on him. I'm
Like,
like,
fuck you go check.
right? Like, at this moment, I'm like, the fuck, like, you tripping.
You're like, I love my son, but fuck that, you go.
Dang, you can make more. No, but so I'm just like, what the fuck? So I sit there for a minute. I'm like, man, you bugging. Like, if I walk back there, you can hear people walking. So it's going to wake him up. So I'm not going back there. So out of nowhere, you just hear like on the fucking monitor. So now I'm listening, and now she's crying. And I'm just like, I'm like, chill. And it's just like, so I said, all right, fuck that. Let me go get my son. And we closed the back door. She wanted to leave the house for the rest of the day. Like,
That makes sense. Fuck that.
yeah, so we left up out of there, but it was just like from that moment forward, it was like no more baby monitors. And I kept trying to say, maybe somebody's signal got in with ours or something, but
Who the fuck is using the baby monitor?
No,
I don't know, but especially not no.
All you hear is, du hast.
du hast mich.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying, though.
That actually happens with baby monitors. They've actually
up ghosts?
picked up. Yeah.
Oh, shit, I was kidding,
Yeah,
but
legit,
oh, fuck.
like because of the spectrum and the sound waves they use is typically kind of like what they use in spirit boxes and shit like that. So yeah, it'll catch all that shit,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
an
right.
easy thing for them to get their energy to.
Well, that was the first thing we gave away. Was the baby monitor.
Y'all want a $100 baby monitor?
I can thankfully say I'm glad I never had anything like that happen, because the baby monitor we had for, I would say, yeah, it was for my oldest and my second oldest, was a video monitor.
Just somebody fucking
So
starting.
it
Just
did-
fucking pigeon facing in front of your fucking monitor.
Oh, I would have fucking ran in there. But it was, because, yeah, it's the camera and it had the mic on it. And then all we had was the screen in the room. Like, you couldn't talk back,
Yeah.
but it could monitor the sounds, and it had the lights for, the audio and how loud it was. And luckily never caught anything with that. If we would have, I would have been freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, it's some.
That's the first, though. Fucking. You said it was a Spanish ghost, or was that just something I threw in there?
No, that's some shit you just threw in there.
I was just
He heard
that's
lady.
That's so refreshing. A
He heard
Spanish
lady,
ghost?
and it was like, Mexican mama.
I don't
No,
know,
I
man.
mean,
It's always
honestly-
it's always just fucking white ghosts is what I'm realizing.
Well, I mean, shit. Honestly, I didn't hear her voice. Like, I heard something that sounded like, from a feminine person. But
It was
I'm
Prince.
just like,
All
they can't stay back there singing to my son.
Prince
But
of the Revolution.
yeah,
What the fuck
but
y'all doing in here? Get out of here.
I blame her for that
Purple Rain.
shit though, cause it was a chick at her job that was into like Ouija boards and shit like that.
Nope, I love the paranormal, but I will not touch those.
So
Yeah, no, the last girl I was going out with, she was really into that shit. She's like, oh, it's a Ouija board. I was like, I mean, the fuck, I'm going home. I'm grabbing a
That
10-piece
moment-
McNuggets and going home.
Look, at that moment you're on the block list. Don't ever fucking come over. Don't
Yeah,
look at
no.
me.
My mom played the Ouija board once when she was younger, and it said that someone was gonna die very close to her Well, after her and her friends had played it, one of them died on the way home in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And then she lived alone, and she threw it away. And it ended up back in her pantry, and that happened 3 times where she took it out to the dumpster, threw it away, and it ended up back in her house, and no one had a key to her house.
We
It
did
was
an
just her.
episode on this shit. Haven't we?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
no,
she
'cause
ended up
yeah.
having to burn it for it to go away.
No, I remember because I told you my cousin, she had played the Ouija board once, and they found her the next day. She hung herself in the little chapel with an extension cord.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, that ain't no fucking joke, dude. I don't fucking play with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit that I'll like joke around with, but no.
You don't fuck with a Ouija board.
Nope.
Man,
That opens.
I'm not religious or anything like that.
but
But it's just
fuck
certain
ghosts.
things I don't fuck with.
Yeah,
Alright?
no, yeah.
I used to think I was retarded as a kid. Alright, like I legit thought I was like fucking yellow school bus, you know. I never knew that it was anxiety that I had. Alright, so it's like shit just started changing like as I got older. So I used to always tell myself like, oh fuck, I got a ball of energy I just need to release. So I go to a quiet room or put music all the way up and just like fucking scream, and I'm
Start
like,
freestyling.
all right. I'm like, cool, all right, I got it out. So I never told my mom about these little episodes I would have because I'm like, fuck, like I'm retarded. Like, did you drop me? Did you do drugs with me? Like, what the fuck going on?
She's doing
What
fucking-
did you do to
she's doing
me?
cocaine gummers off your baby
Right.
forehead.
What did you do to me?
Yeah, and
Are you the man?
What have you done?
I've always been able to, you know how people say you daydream.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was just assuming. Like, oh fuck, I'm a daydreamer. Well, it wasn't. It was the same dream, just different people.
Yeah.
And I could be walking with somebody, and I just see like it's being played out as I'm walking, and I see one of my family members die each time. So I remember one day I was walking to the store with my brother, my oldest one. And we walk into the store. Summertime in Chicago was back when it was like fucking peaceful. You can do things like that. And me and him having a full blown conversation, and just out of nowhere, we're still walking, but I don't see what's in front of us no more. Nothing. I just see him walking, and then somebody killed him. And I just turn and I look at it, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like, it's not the first time it happened. Like, I've had it with all my siblings. This is the first time that I actually had it with the one that I was walking with.
Right.
So I'm just like, fuck, like, I tell him, like, let's turn around, go back. We ended up still going to the store. And when we made it back, I saw my mom, and like, she was drinking and shit. So, I mean, I probably should have waited, but I'm like, Mom, I need to talk to you. And she was like, what's up? I was like, I keep seeing y'all getting killed. I don't know, because she was drunk or whatever. She was like, man, get the fuck away from me with that shit. She's like, talk to somebody else about that. And ever
Go
since
away.
then, yeah. Ever since then, I haven't told nobody nothing about that. And since then, that was like back in like fucking 2000 or 1999, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I feel old saying that, 1999.
I remember that year.
Fucking,
It was a
I
good
don't know.
one.
I was like 3.
I don't know, man. It's fucked up. He was only 3.
Yeah, he is only like 12 right now.
I'm about to have my quinceañera next week.
Oh, shit. Turn up.
Yeah, and the one that's throwing it is the kukui in the body room.
What body room?
I call his bathroom the body room.
Oh.
The body room.
Just keep those doors closed while I'm in here.
Nah, man, they relocated from the body room to the fucking closet. It's bigger.
Well,
More space.
I have all them fresh ass fits in there.
I don't know why right now, just you saying that. And I know you just went and got these headphones out of there.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, if something licks my ear right now, dude, I'm gonna flip the fuck out.
Yes, I
Could
gave you the
imagine that?
I gave you the possessed headphones.
You never
Just
know.
sitting there
It's
and all of a
fucking
sudden
wet
her ear
willy,
gets
just
all wet.
What the fuck? Like, yeah, okay. All right. I'm telling you.
I'm gone, bitch.
Fuck you and these
Your
stank ass
door,
headphones.
your door gotta be open. I'm running through that motherfucker, okay? That way.
Don't take out my door.
Exit stage left.
Exit station. I was gonna tell you what I'd seen earlier, but I'm gonna wait till we're done.
Yeah, just wait till I leave.
Oh, you didn't
See,
want to know?
No, what
No, hell no.
What I was waiting for is for her to talk about the closet and the fucking
The
door
handle, the
open.
fucking- I was just waiting for that too. If you're talking about the closet, just the fucking handle started jiggling and shit.
When? At the beginning of this?
No,
it didn't happen. We were waiting
No,
for it to
yeah,
happen when you mentioned the closet.
If that happens,
We'd all
sorry
be running.
everybody, I will be exiting the building.
We'd all be running. Trust me.
Earlier, I can say this because I saw it. I don't want to hear what you finna say.
What the? It's like I don't give a shit what you saw.
Because I feel like your shit was probably like way worse.
All right. Well, how about this? If mine wasn't worse than what you saw, can I say what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can agree. Which yours, I'm pretty sure, is way worse. It was just an image.
Yeah, mine was an image too.
Okay. When you said it was a dog, Get Out.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't the fucking dog, Get Out, because it was right there.
Just right here in the corner.
Not here on the fucking floor.
What the fuck? Like inside the room?
Right here.
What the fuck?
Right there. That's why I turned and looked like, what the fuck? Like,
What did you see?
it was a black image, like a fucking
No.
footprint or something.
No. Actually, I saw that shit too, but that's not what I was gonna tell you. I thought I was just like caught something at the corner of my eye, or I was tripping. But I saw like a little fucking black something like right there. Go that way.
Yeah, okay. You want to say it went behind me? You gonna say it?
No. What I was gonna say was way worse. But
Okay, yeah. Don't.
No. It's worse than what you just.
Oh, god damn it.
I gotta turn
Well,
it back now.
God damn it.
All I can say is it has to do with the TV.
Shit, God.
'Cause
Okay, nope.
I
nope.
only say that because every time he's turned the lights on, he looks at the fucking TV.
Well,
Yeah,
Can you
no.
put on a brighter light?
Oh no! Now you want purple?
Yeah, we can do purple or something.
Now we going gay as fuck.
Yeah, no. But I'll tell you when she leaves because I don't think she wants to know what it.
No.
Now you got to stare at the TV
You're
and shit.
fucking right. I need to make sure. But
Yeah, no, but it's worse because it doesn't involve. Well, it sort of involves me, but it's more you.
Okay,
Oh,
no,
God.
Rudy.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't
being
say
rude.
it. This already sounds
You
bad.
being rude
It
right
is
now.
bad. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. It is bad.
Don't.
I'll just tell him when you leave.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
thought you were
know.
going to be like, I'll just tell him. Missy,
Yeah.
take off the headphones. Daddy E, take
Look
off the
here.
headphones.
Big Daddy E, take those headphones off.
Hey, I take these headphones off. I'm walking straight out that door.
Earmuffs.
You want to
Okay.
earmuff it?
Yeah, okay.
Did you just say, do you want to earmuff it or do you want an ear muffin?
Both.
You want it in
Fuck
your
is
muffin?
an ear muffin?
You know, fuck you. Don't laugh at me.
Yeah, I'm having the chills right now.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that, sir.
The only time I've had the chills was one time I literally came in here. It was the night that we were going to record, and then we ended up not because the Lily was here. And I came in to pack my stuff, and so I was packing all this up. And I go to walk out, and as I'm walking out, I just get like these insane chills down my back, and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to shut the door. Because I've never felt uncomfortable being in here. That was the only time I actually felt like
Yeah,
a heaviness to where I'm like, no.
I'm gonna keep it. Are you good? Okay, yeah, I heard that, and I
Yeah.
am ready to go.
Were the bottles popping back?
I don't know, but I just get like
Yeah,
chills.
No, yeah, it's not like something stamping.
So,
Should we call it a night then?
Yeah, I think we
I
will.
am going to call it the night,
We'll call it a
and
night.
then y'all can take the pleasure of walking me to the door of my car.
That's fine.
Okay.
But the next time you'll have to come over, we'll record the other podcast. So it's not
Next
as
time
creepy.
it's going to be in the daytime.
Oh, that's fine. And
Yeah.
it'll be, like I said, it'll be the
we'll-
other podcast.
Yeah, it'll be the other one where it's
where we
just,
just talk
Yeah.
a
it's
bunch
just
of
fun and
shit
good times.